Hey guys, welcome to the second video of the basic Mindstorm EV3 programming series. So next up, I'm going to be talking about the basic function, which includes the motors, medium motor, large motor, move steering, and the move tank. So let's have a look at the medium motor. So all the parameters can be set accordingly. Right here, this is the port where the specific wiring is connected to the EV3. So if you're set to port C, make sure that the medium motor, the wire that goes in the back of the medium motor is connected to the port C on the EV3. So you're allowed to choose out of the 4 ports A, B, C, D, and there's a wired function here, which will take a separate port. But I'll go through that in the next video. So we are allowed to select 5 different things. Off basically means that if you want to stop the motor from moving. On meaning that the motor will constantly move until a condition is met. So if you set a specific parameter, on for seconds, degrees, or rotations, then you are allowed to set an additional value over here. So since I'm selecting on for seconds, so I can choose how many seconds the motor should move for example 5 seconds. So this is the power level of the motor. So we are allowed to set from 0 to 100. Obviously we can type a specific value as well. Motor that moves for a power level of 76. So 0 means that the motor will not move at all. 100 means that it will move at its maximum power. So however, we are allowed to set at a negative parameter, for example negative 60, negative 80, and negative 100. So for the specific medium motor, if we set the motor at a positive rate, it means that the motor will move in the clockwise motion, while if you set it to negative, it will move the other direction, anti-clockwise. So degrees basically means that your robot will move for your motor will move for a certain amount of degrees. So 360 degrees is equal to 1 rotation. Okay, so you can set it at rotations as well. So 1 rotation, 4 rotation, you can set 7.8 rotations as well. So if you want to convert this to degrees, it will be 7.8 times 360, since 1 rotation is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, so the same concept applies for large motor. Same thing everywhere. You're allowed to set off, on for seconds, on for degrees. And there's a final thing at the end, brake at end, true or false, brake or coast. So if you select brake, it means that your robot will move and it will brake, it will do a sudden stop at the end of the movement. While if the coast mode is selected, the robot will slow down steadily and stop at the end. So if your robot is doing something, let's say if it's carrying something and you don't want it to fall down, then you want to select coast. So brake will have that inertia concept applied to your robot, especially if your robot is extremely heavy. Alright, so move steering and move tank. Two motor functions. Well, I think I will explain this in the next video. I'll try to make this video as short as possible. So see you guys in the next video.